there is a battle of note about to unfold, I think, in Class B right now.
No, I can't wait to hear them screaming past the main straight and get the show on the road. Going back to the back of Class D over there, similar kind of story. We've got Sayen who kind of romped away with the Class D victory, and now he's going to make it his way through the Class D field. I think there's some power disparity across that kind of field over there, but nonetheless, getting past 5 guys, even in this 12 lap race, it's a hard job. I wish it was a harder job for Timothy Ball in his last race, but
well done, Tim. I'm only ragging my mate, but no, hats off, because he really had a spectacular outing, and you know how difficult it is. I mean, you've been in that situation where you've won the first heat, you've had to then go inverted onto the second heat and come through 4 cars, and yes, you do get a couple of extra laps to play with, but needless to say, it's all got to work in accordance to the plan that you've got in place. And do you catch traffic at certain points too? Because you guys had to battle a little bit of traffic at certain points of the race as well.
Yep, all about cadence. Can you get the moves done in the required number of laps? You can't get it all done at the last lap, and you can't get it all done at the first lap. You've got to pace yourself. And let's see how these guys get going. With Leon taking us away.
Leon's going to try and catch these 2 youngsters out here. Let's see what he does. If he drops the hammer now, Lee Thompson's going to go with him. He can't pass Anton until they cross the line. But they've also got to wait for those lights to go out, and you can't accelerate. The power, the amount of acceleration that you have coming out of that final turn, you have to maintain until the lights go out. Leon then drops the hammer, and it looks like he got slightly away from Anton, but I'm not quite sure. No, I was going to say, I'm not quite sure if he just hold the hammer to corner 1, and he hangs on to keep Leonard Archer up. What a fantastic start with Class B. But Hayes was side by side between Leon and Anton into turn 1.
Yeah, so not the strongest start from Leon over there. Maybe tactical. If they take each other out, it's great. This would be a fantastic strategy to get involved in that fight too early. But they've got Leonard Archer. He didn't pass any knows that one.
Leonard got him from the start.
Going around the outside.
Getting up close and also a little bit of rubbing is racing there.
Even on the inside of deep ball, are they going to close that together? Ooh, that's close.
Very, very tough stuff. They've seen them ball giving a little bit away there. Maybe discretion the better part of Valor right now, and now a better monster bounces. If you want to be discretional, I'll show you how Valor works. Coming out of that final turn, gets the drive. I think he might get the drive down the straight as well. Dean Ball's car is fast, but we know how quick that Moscow's car is as well. Comes up alongside and just squeezes Dean Ball down into 4th place. So, Coleman, unfortunately, losing out, but welcome to end the Formula Racing Series. That's how it goes, Dino.
Proper drag race over there, so this time the open will getting the upper hand. But long race to go. Let's see where he gets it. Putting this. Really cool. And moving through that pack and really slicing through. But Leonard's the final gatekeeper. But look at Leonard's got a
bad mistake. No, I had a problem there coming out of Hang Street. It's allowed even to see a vessel and Dean Ball through. So Leonard dropped out of 4th place. So some kind of an issue there on the ACD Dalton car. He dropped by the wayside. He's about to get in the background now by the next pack, which is Osbagioni and Arnadu.
Yeah, definitely a massive issue over there. Looks like just off the hanger sweep over there. But look at this tussle right now between Ethan and Vessel Moster. That is really close. I think Ethan will be running away right now. But Vessel putting pressure on big time after getting past Nemo. Now contending for Class B.
Class C lead is about to get in about 3 drivers. Bagioni, Anant, and check who's in the background. Reinhard Miller is tucked in right underneath those very bright yellow liveries just ahead of him. So Reinhard Miller looking for another 2-star. He's going about it in the right way.
Gerhard du Plessis, according to our timing, leading that class over there. But Grobler, we've got Sayen Moodley, he's moved up to the position there. We've got Craig Herbst, like Gerald Anthony, also, although back to back like
I think Lindell probably pulling in the pit lane there. It doesn't look like they're fast on the ability. They should stay out there. Even staying out there, he's probably going to get lapped twice with a slowing car at this stage of the race because the length of the race might not be the option to stay out.
Right.
Reggie was sideways there. Wow.
Right, it was sizing up a move there already on the back of that Class C battle. So, another couple of corners, and I think we're going to have a change of lead potentially.
Johan Miller at the back of the pack as well, and Ajo looking pretty good. being caught now by the front end of Class C. Tucks in second place, gets in the way there of the full end.
He's a nice breathing room over there, but that means Oz is going to defend off down the main straight to defend. So he's trying to get up position. He's good defending it on the middle. He's getting it right, so he's in the third position, and Nicky Dix is going to be knocking the door next.
Gerhard du Plessis followed very closely there by Mike Grobler, then Sayen Moodley. Craig Herbst starting to close on that gap for Class B honors. Class B, a couple of cars already close quick seconds. Really need it. We watch the head down into turn one.
That Sayen Moodley making a move on Mike Grobler over there. Yep, he's got past him over there, so very nicely. He had some issues in practice in qualifying. That 240i's had some teething issues. They're doing very nice. I'll see the team that
he's also trying to come back down. Wait for him, I can't quite do that. Back into the other car. The brakes down in there. Nicky Dix hanging on for now. Du Plessis into the hairpin, using the curve slightly there. He's holding that inside line. Bending on what could possibly be. Is that? Yeah, I think it is. Craigie having a go.
Trying to find a way out of Mike Grobler. Still going around the outside. I wanted to get a
he can get up inside on the brakes. He's good. There we go. Victron Energy car squeezes out, and the best control man drops back in position. So,
proper sideways.
That's 11. 2 11. 11 on the outside, 11 on the inside. There with Grobler.
Thanks for the show, Mr. Grobler.
Love it. Still their pace, but
despite that, he's got the run on Craig down into the inside, and he's going to contend now for the position. Oh, they're going very close.
Did you see the flame out of the front end of that car as well? The exhaust doesn't smell out the bonnet on Grobler's car, and there was a massive flame out of that exhaust pipe as he hit the brakes to try and get through on Craig Herbst down into turn one.
These guys are 1 and 2 in Class D track right now. This is important for the championship too.
Championship battle raging as well on the same stage, so not too shabby. Just somebody can see we pick it up. There you go.
Look at the flame.
Look at that massive flame out of the front end. It's great to see. I do love when guys run an exhaust pipe straight out, and it literally can actually at some point be a concern, because you watch that flame out in front of you and it's on the same side as the driver is on. You kind of think, is that the exhaust or is that my car bursting into flame?
I hope you're not looking for an apex, because all you're going to see is fire.
Exactly, you don't want to be hunting that one. G-Man coming along though. Phil Nancy coming to join the party.
Three up over there.
He might be doing it. Yeah, no, he has not. He goes up the lane. Change up there, squeezing out. Wow. Sure, that enforced found some pace in the final stages. Yeah, that's good.
So Craig's got a little bit of breathing room right now. He's going to go chasing after Sayen Moodley, who had that big pace in race 1, but still lost the lead of Gerhard. You can see from the front, he's still changed it. Obviously having that little issue back there. We had lost in the launcher. It seems like
and yes, C's raging right now. Miller tries to find a way through. Gione's looking left and right to try and find a way through. Nuts and nuts. This stage just holding it off.
Picking up a little bit of dust there, and I'm sure I'll work back into that.
Oh, nice. Thanks for the stone chips, mate. I just had this wrap redone. As they go on the brakes, you know what it is. Are you going full set from about 500 meters back? And the same thing from this, right in front of me. Why not try the same thing? I think they can do that.
All three of them went so deep into that corner, but I think only Oz had the brakes to keep it together. Looked like he was going to send that into the next province.
He was heading for the big fan on the outside of the circuit there. Heading for his biggest fan there on the full fan. Didn't quite work out. Is he going to go here into the hairpin again? No, not quite close enough this time. Did give it a full set inside into turn 1. And I think why not try to do the same thing? Both of them getting close up.
Okay, very close to that line over there. Ryder's going to have to try to catch up to that back over there. Lundington very nice defending right now, but where's he going to get the move on?
Here we go. That's easy to see here. He attempts to close down on Vessel Austin. Win in Class B. Austin has got the lead in Class B at this stage by the looks of it. Yes, he has. bit ahead of Plessis, so that is for the lead. And closing now on the back end of the Aldo.
I think that behind this and beyond is that
closing in, but being left by these bigger cars. Miller just tips the room there, and Bishop goes around the outside. That's one done. It's amazing how at one stage that Joe transport car was a front runner. I'm not quite sure what's gone wrong there behind Miller's setup on the car, but he's certainly not the same kind of pace what we used to see him doing. And maybe with the change up to Turbo Cup and when he used to mix it up with the it gave him a slightly different look and feel for him at the end of the day.
Grobler's got ahead of Craig over there. Big Class A competitors. But look how close they are to Gerhard du Plessis now. Who's leading Class E currently. He's still in Class 4 and it's
He's still leading it. No, in fact, no, Sayen's got through. Sayen's got through because I think he's just up the road. If I'm not mistaken, that's Sayen up the road, so yeah, he's found a way past. Sayen's got through, and he's now leading things out. Parmesan's on his tail.
Craig's got ahead of Mike Grobler again. Those two ding dong every single one.
Craig used Vessel Boston to perfection. It's a very big and maneuver stick. So if you've got a cost car coming through, you can use it. That's what you do. You use it to perfection. And look at this battle that he used.
Pushing his bumper.
Oh, there you go. Little touch. Grobler at the back end of the Victron car, and Craig Herbst felt that big time. Tapped into turn 1 on the brakes.
Those front brakes have to do some hard work over there, stopping on one car, but it looks like he had to stop both of them.
He had to stop the best Victron car for sure. So yeah, we've got some big battles here. Raging. I love it. This is what Turbo Cup's all about. He's pushed Anton Parmesan now, getting through on negatives, finding a way through. Then it's Herbst up to second now. It is. Craig, you got the second.
No, Sayen Moodley.
Oh, Sayen, no, sorry.
Sayen Moodley in second, and he's got a gap like he had in race 1, but they both got ahead of
One to go. Yes, he might have stuck through. He might have through on Grobler there in the background. I also saw that. So top 2 start the final lap. It's Lee Thompson and Parmesan. They're both on the same lap. They're both within striking distance, but I don't think Parmesan has got what it takes to catch Lee Thompson. He's a difficult man to catch. Really spectacular car that he's built here.
I'm not even sure it's a car. A lot of the fans were saying it's a completely different thing. The thing seems like a spaceship.
That's right. It really is good.
Like a move on a Nairo over here on the inside.
It's a lap to go. With a lap to go, and possibly even half of that, because if Lee catches them and passes them, it might not be enough. They're going to have to try and stay ahead of Lee Thompson here with 2 corners.
The mercy of another lap to continue racing on.
They might have enough there to make it to the line. Yeah, I think they've got enough to make it to the line. So Lee Thompson won't worry about them. He's going to take the chicken flag, take double win on the day, and another fastest lap in that magnificent Lee Thompson Racing and Megastar Group BMW M3 GT.
But Oswald's in the front of that now. Leading Class C. Battling it out for
second. Leon should get third. I think Vessel Mostert is going to hang on for the win, possibly there. Must be ahead of